Hey guys, welcome back to Axis and Allies, the Garrison. This is Detroit coming to you from the bunker here in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. So we are starting round two of the spring edition of the YouTube Wars. Okay, so all right. So as I said before, we're starting round two. Okay, but let me just do a quick recap of what's been going on as due to the fact that we're moving at quite a fast rate of speed here, I'm unable to do a proper recap as far as individually uh, doing a recap for each country that is being played. So what I'm doing then is I'll just do a quick recap overall view of what occurred in round one. So basically in round one, as you guys, if you've been if you've been watching the episodes so far, okay, we were able to take out the British fleet in Sea Zone 110. Okay, the remnants of the British fleets in 111 are now relocated at by one cruiser being moved into 110 and 104, which are and one battleship in 104, which are now open for attack. All right, basically nothing um, different occurred. Germany was able to take France. The Germans ping ponged Yugoslavia and fell back to Romania. Uh, no attack on the Soviet Union. Finland and Bulgaria were annexed. Okay, and that's basically it for the Germans. The Soviets, of course, fearing a German attack, what they did is that they fell back. Okay, they pulled out of all of their eastern or western territories of Baltic states, eastern Poland, and Bessarabia, and they fell back towards Leningrad, Belarus, western Ukraine, and Ukraine itself. All right, and that's basically where what the Eastern theater of war looks like. All right, so what happened in with the what did the UK do during its turn? Okay, the UK actually made a very interesting move that I liked a lot. Uh, that is that normally the UK fleet either goes for Taranto, okay, or falls back into the Red Sea and coalesces and attacks the Middle East. What GI Joe, who's my friend, who was my opponent right now, what he did instead is that he moved his British fleet to Sea Zone 92. Very interesting, innovative uh, approach, different strategy, and one that somewhat changes things a bit overall on this side of theater of the theater of war. So I like that. It's definitely kind of forces Germany to alter its strategy a little bit, not too much, but just quite a bit, to say the least. All right, so then of course the price he's got to pay for, though, the British, is that they sacrifice the Middle East and any further inroads into maybe Africa, or for that matter, Tobruk, Libya, so on and so on. So interesting approach. All right, so then the Japanese went. The Japanese did nothing out of the ordinary. Now Japan is being controlled by Hilltop, and nothing new. The Japanese just concentrated on China. They took the traditional territories of Shahar, Amway, Yunnan, and Yunnan. During the Chinese turn, though, the Chinese were able to counter and were able to take back Yunnan. And what instead they did is that they coalesced this huge Chinese army in Shenzi. Okay, and there you have it's a pretty formidable army, but one that is also uh, one that's got to watch, because the Japanese, even though it's a formidable Chinese army, the Japanese do have a formidable air force parked in Quanxi, and that air force can be utilized potentially to take out that Chinese army. And it's a big army, but it's not a very powerful one, to say. All right, so the Japanese basically they yeah, Hambone, not Hambone, Hilltop basically just did the traditional moves that are to be expected. Nothing new there. And of course, the same thing with the U.S. The U.S. coalesced its fleet in Sea Zone 26, brought over a couple of infantry with their strategic, not strategic, but air transport, and brought over two infantry as well, uh, and landed them on the island of Hawaii. All right, and the coalesced here. So as far as the Philippines, the U.S. evacuated its fighter, landed it in Guam, moved this submarine from Seazone 35 off the coast of Philippines, and now that submarine is in Guam itself. You do still have a U.S. destroyer though in 35. All right, so then the Italians. The Italians are under the command. Actually, it's a joint command. It's with Hilltop and myself. We've been in conferring with each other as far as what our moves are going to be, and things are working out fine so far. And I'm not surprised at all. As I said before, Hilltop is a very amicable, very friendly guy, and one that is open to suggestions. And I like to think that I am so as well. So what happened? All right, so the Italians came in realizing that the British have moved out from not moved out, but left Season 98 and are on their way out, assuming that the British continue their exit out of the Mediterranean. The Italians capitalized and moved into Transjordan and Al Alamein, Alexandria. All right, so basically they have the Allies, the British and Anzac forces surrounded, and that's where we're at right now. And of course, the British are few in numbers. The Italians were able to take out the defending British infantry and artillery in Ethiopia, Somalia. What is that? Ethiopia, Somaliland, I believe that is. And the British are hurting in the Middle East and the region northwest of northwestern Africa, I would say. So, but I'm sure that GI Joe's got a plan. He always does. So, but for now, the Italians are trying to capitalize on the weakness that the British have created by leaving a power vacuum in the Mediterranean, Northwest Africa, Middle East region of the game. All right, so let's go ahead then with Germany's turn. Sorry, that was a little bit winded, but I figure you guys deserved an explanation of what's been transpiring so far. So the Germans start this round with 71 IPCs. There was an error that I made during my last turn where I forgot to perform the convoy disruption, which now with the new rules of the BBR, I was unaware that any warship parked on an enemy convoy zone is guaranteed at least one IPC. And the French, there were two French warships in Season 93 that cost the Germans two IPCs at the very least. So the Germans went down from 73 to 71 IPCs. So Germany is starting this round with 71 and not 73 IPCs I had stated previously. All right, so Germany will be saving three IPCs. Germany will be investing in one tech, one destroyer, and 8 naval transports. Yes, 8 naval transports, 1 destroyer, and 1 tech. Let's go ahead with my battles. Germany will be declaring a total of 4 battles for this round number 2. First battle will be as follows. One German submarine will attack the British cruiser coming from Season 112 into Season 110. You have a British cruiser defending. The Germans will be sending in also as well 2 tactical bombers coming in from Germany, Western Germany, okay, and 1 fighter, okay, at a movement of 2. All right. Supporting this attack will be 1 bomber coming from Western Germany as well. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so all of these aircraft, with the exception of the bomber, have 2 movements left in their fuel gauges. Okay, and the bomber will have 3 movements left. Okay, where's the 3? There you go. All right, so that's a total of 2 tactical bombers, 1 fighter, 1 strategic bomber, 1 submarine attacking the British cruiser. Now I'm just realizing that Joe can scramble for the defense of that cruiser. So at the end of this round, before I go into this phase of the video, I'll be pausing my video and I will be calling Joe to find out what he wants to do, if he wants to scramble that. So, but I'll do that later. All right. So the second attack will be in Season 104, where the British have 1 battleship. Now the submarine in Season 112, German submarine, will sail right through under the under the British cruiser 110, season 110 and 104. Now, the submarine can do that because it's a submarine. There is no destroyer to block. There's no British destroyer to block that movement. So that's a legal move. Okay. The 2 German fighters on the carrier will deploy as well at a movement of 1 and 2. Will attack the British battleship. Now I have 2 tactical bombers coming from Holland, Belgium at a movement of 1 and 2. All of these aircraft will have 2 movements left in their fuel gauges. Alrighty. So now let me just make a correction. I'll be attacking 110 with the bomber coming from Holland, Belgium, just to make that correction here. Okay. All right. So that bomber will have 5 movements left. 1. Yes, 1. All right. So that's my second battle, season 104. My third battle will be the battle for Greece. In this battle, I'll have 3 German infantry moving from Bulgaria into Greece. I have a fighter in northern Italy coming at a movement of 1 and 2. Oh, hold on. I just realized something. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't make it. So this fighter will not be performing that attack. He will not. Okay, only that attack will be supported instead by the tactical bomber at a movement of 1, 2. Okay, that tactical bomber will have 3 movements left in its fuel gauge. Okay, and that'll be it. So the idea here is that I'm just going to attack for 1 round, weaken those forces, and hopefully the Italians will follow up later on, round 2, with an attack on Greece. All right, and that's it for my attacks. It's a total of 4 attacks. 4 attacks, because I was forgetting to mention Normandy, Bordeaux. In this instance, we have 1 mechanized infantry coming from southern France, attacking the 2 defending French divisions. I have another infantry coming from Paris, accompanied with 2 artillery coming from Paris as well. So that's going to be, let me see something here. I'll send another infantry coming from Holland, Belgium. Okay, and that's that. All right, these guys will remain here. So that'll be 3 infantry, 2 regular infantry, 1 mechanized infantry, and 2 artillery attacking the French forces. So that's a total of 4 battles. Let me take out my battle board. But as I said, I'm going to have to pause the video. I'll be back shortly. I got to call G.I. Joe and see if he wants to scramble his 2 fighters in London. Be back shortly. All right, folks. So Detroit back here. So I conferred with G.I. Joe, and he advised me telephonically that we would not be scrambling those 2 fighters, the British and French fighters in London, and that the British cruiser is on its own. So let's go ahead then with the actual battles, and let's do so. So let's do the battle for 110, okay? And in this instance, we have 1 German submarine represented by the die at 1 and 2. We have 2 tacticals, okay? 1 fighter, the blues are my 3s, and 1 strategic bomber at 4. And of course, the cruiser defends with a 3. All right, so let's do that here. And of course, my submarine will take a first shot. All right, so here we go. My submarine shoots, and it missed. Okay, so that's done. So now I have 2 tactical bombers, okay, which I'm going to use for target select. So here we go. Target select, 2 tactical bombers. There we go. 1 hit. So that cruiser does not get to shoot back, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me on that, guys. I'm not certain if target select units on the ground that are defending do not get to shoot back. I'm going to assume that that's the same with naval warships. Okay, I could be wrong on that, so I'm willing to see it like that for now. All right, so but I could be wrong on it. All right, so that cruiser is out. Let's go ahead then with the battle for Season 104. Okay, in this instance, same scenario. Actually, not the same scenario. In this instance, I have one submarine attacking at 2. I have 2 bombers, tactical bombers, that will be attacking with a target select also, 2 at 3, and then 2 fighters attacking at 3 as well. All right, so here we go. And of course, the battleship gets to defend with at 4. Here we go. My sub goes. Oh, didn't fall in the tray. Fall out. Okay, missed. All right, that's done. So then I have 2 target selects with my fighters. Ooh, hold on. Hold on for a second. I'm forgetting something essential here. I'm forgetting that battleship has AAAs. Yes, AAAs. Ooh, I forgot about that totally. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Ah, good. I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit scared because I forgot about the AAAs on this particular scenario, and I wasn't including that in my equation when I planned for this attack. So it panned out for me that the AAAs didn't engage effectively. So I'm going to go ahead then with my 2 tactical fighters, and they're going to be performing target select on the battleship. That's 2 at 3. Okay, here we go. And they both missed. That's going to hurt. Here we go again, folks. Now my 2 fighters get to engage. Here we go. Come on, babies. 1 fell out, and it was a 1. It fell out, so I'll re-roll that one again. Doesn't count. It's got to be inside the tray as far as I'm concerned. Here we go. Come on, baby. Yes. Battleship is done. Battleship is sunk, but of course, it does get to shoot back. All right? It'll shoot back, and it'll shoot back, and let's see what we have. He missed. Fantastic. I got lucky, guys. Got very lucky. Good for you. I mean, I wasn't going to say good for you, Joe. That's not the thing to say. Good thing for me. All right, so that's that. That battle was successful, both 104 and 110. So let's go for the third battle, the battle for Normandy Bordeaux. In this instance, you have 2 French divisions defending, that they defend at 2. That's going to be 2 at 2 right here. All right, then the Germans are attacking with 2 regular infantry, 2 artillery, and 1 mechanized infantry. So that's 2 at 4. All right, and 1 at 1. All right, that's that. And let me see something. Let me. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Here we go. Okay, 1 hit. Okay, the French do defend with 2 at 2. They missed. Okay, so we remove 1 French unit from the board. We're going to roll again the same number of dice. It's 4 at 2 and 1 at 1 for the German army. Here we go. And that's that. What broke, Mama?
My tablet.
You have to charge it, Mama. It didn't break. Okay. So here we go. The remaining French infantry that's already out will defend at 2.
But who's gonna charge it?
1 hit. When I'm done here, Mama. Okay. So I remove 1 French infantry and 1 French artillery and 1 German infantry. Okay. When I'm done, fill me, Mama. Okay, please. All right, so we're done here. So then we still have another battle, the battle for Greece. In this instance, we have 3 at 1, 3 German infantry and 1 German tactical attacking at 3. And of course, yes, it attacks at 3. Three. Let me think. I'm having a... Yeah. There we go. So the German fighter will attack target select 1, and then you have 3 at 1. The Greeks defend at 4 at 1. Here we go. Actually, let me engage the fighter first, the tactical bomber. Actually, here we go. No, I don't believe I get target select. Target select is only when it's supported, right? So it'll be just, yeah, 3 at 1 and 1 at 3. Here we go. Oh, they all missed. That sucks. So that the Greeks now defend at 4 at 2. Oh boy. I lose 2 Germans. I call off the attack and the Germans walk away from Greece with a black eye. I lost 2 guys, so I withdraw that attack. 1 German comes back. I find it funny. Very funny. All right, so then I go on, and this fighter will go on during non-combat to land 2, 3, and 4 will land in Transjordan. Okay, the Greeks put up a hell of a fight. Good for them. All right. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to continue then with my non-combat movements. And they'll be as follows. My aircraft, my 2 fighters that attacked 104 will be landing back on the carrier. Okay, here we go. The submarine will remain in 104. The 2 tactical bombers that attacked 110 will be back at will be landing in West Germany, as well as the fighter, and the strategic bomber as well will land back in West Germany. There we go. I don't know that came out on the camera in its range of view there. I hope it did. Okay, so I have a strategic bomber that is now designated in air transport. It will pick up 2 infantry at a movement of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will land in Transjordan. Okay, so that's that. Okay, then I have a German fighter in northern Italy at a movement of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, no, it lands here, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, it lands in Transjordan. So I have a tactical bomber and one fighter, along with 2 German infantry and a strategic air transport landing in Transjordan, supporting the Italians in that area. Okay, now my 2 tactical bombers that attacked Sea Zone 104 that came back from that came from Holland, Belgium. 1, 2, 3, 4 will go back to Holland, Belgium. Sorry about that. I wasn't showing that, guys. Somewhere else. I was saying these 2 tacticals were in Sea Zone 104. They came back to Holland, Belgium. All right. So my 6 army units that are in Paris, France, a movement of 1 and 2 will go back to Germany. That's 6 armor. I have a artillery also in Paris will move to Germany. Then I have 1 AAA. You know what? This AAA can stay there. Yeah, he can stay there. All right, and I have 6 infantry coming from Slovakia, Hungary, back into Germany, along with 2 artillery. Okay, along with, no, that's it. These 3 AAAs will stay in Slovakia, Hungary. Okay. So will the artillery. My 2 infantry in Poland will move into Germany also, along with 1 armor at a movement of 1, 2. We'll go into Germany itself. Actually, let me move him. He'll stay at right here in Germany. Now, this army unit will go into Germany. The one coming from Warsaw will move into There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I have two mechanized infantry in Paris moving south into southern Italy. All right. Did that. I have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry in Romania moving into Slovakia, Hungary, along with 2 artillery. All right. Mm-hmm. Then I have 2 armor in Bulgaria moving into Slovakia, Hungary as well. All right. What am I forgetting here? This was fought. This was fought. All right. Sorry, guys. Got to think a little bit here. That's that. I think I pretty much moved everything that needed to be moved. Actually, let me see something. Yeah, they stay there. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead then with the placements of my new units. I'll go ahead and place my tech. That's my second tech that I develop. Okay, I place my new destroyer along with 8 naval transports. Now it's a total of 9 transports that Germany now has at Sea Zone 112. Okay, along with 2 submarines, 110 and 104. All right, but let's do my income tracker. Normandy Bordeaux. That's an additional 2 for Germany. All right, so Germany is up at 41. Right, 41. And France obviously is off the board, off the chart altogether. And that's that. And let's see. I said Germany's at what, 41, correct? So let me see what my national objectives say. I have 5 for your Axis not being at war with the Soviet Union, and 5 for Germany controlling Denmark and Norway, while Sweden is not a pro-allied nor Axis allied. So that's 10. So 42 plus 10 is 52. I did carry over 3 IPCs from this round, from this turn. That's 55. So Germany will have 55 IPCs for the next round, guys. And okay, so I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this turn, and it is now Russia's turn, and of course Russia is under the command of Field Marshal G.I. Joe. Good luck, Joe. And guys, as I like to say, don't forget to bunker down and play. Till next time.